there are still some places on the earth that people are not permitted to visit, even though Instagram may be flooded with people sharing pictures of all the exotic locations they are traveling to every summer. Here are 10 places on Earth where you should never step foot, from 17,000-year-old caves to an island whose indigenous residents are known to slaughter outsiders. On the East River, North Brother Island is situated between the Bronx and the Rikers Island prison complex. It originally housed a hospital for infectious diseases, and among its most well-known patients was Mary Mallon, commonly known as Typhoid Mary, who spent 20 years there, and is said to have spread the fever to at least 51 individuals. The island, which was left to nature, has subsequently developed into a bird sanctuary, with entry only being permitted for academic or research purposes. The I's Grand Temple, a Shinto shrine complex, devoted to the sun goddess, Amaterasu, and situated in Ise, on Honshu Island, is believed to have existed as early as 4 BC. No members of the public are permitted to enter the building, which is said to be the location of a sacred mirror, about which legends date back many centuries. The shrine, which is rebuilt every 20 years, in accordance with the Shinto belief in the death and renewal of nature, is only open to priests, priestesses, and members of the Japanese imperial family. Ilha de Aquamata Grande, also called Snake Island, was originally home to residents who left in the 1920s, after the island's lighthouse was automated. Since then, it has been completely off-limits to the general public, due to the estimated presence of one snake per square meter on the island, which has a total area of 430,000 square meters. Only the Brazilian Navy and biomedical research teams are allowed to land there, which is home to a number of dangerous species, including the venomous golden lancehead viper. Near the southwest region of France, in the Dordogne, visitors have been prohibited from the Lascaux Cave Complex since 1963. The caves, which are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, were found in 1940 by 4 youths, and they were made public 8 years later, so that people might marvel at the prehistoric wall art, which dates back more than 17,000 years to the Paleolithic era. Numerous thousands of people come to the neighboring replica caverns each year. Pravsicabrana is a natural sandstone arch that rises 16 meters above the ground, and is a part of the Alp Sandstone Mountains, which are situated between Germany and the Czech Republic. The arch was once a well-liked tourist destination, where an inn and the Hotel Sokolí Hnízdo were constructed in the 1800s. However, since 1982, it has been permanently closed to tourists. According to officials, the sheer volume of visitors increased erosion at the site, raising concerns that it would collapse. This is true, nevertheless, when that time comes, it will do so, due to the impacts of nature and natural decay, rather than human activity. Surtsey, an island off the south coast of Iceland, was only recently produced, between 1963 and 1967, as a result of an underwater volcanic eruption, making it a planet newcomer in terms of islands. The island, which is thought to vanish beneath the waves within the next century, is off-limits to the general public, and only researchers are permitted access to investigate how ecosystems might grow without human intervention. The Banner Fort is an exception to this list. It is accessible to tourists and other visitors during the day. but after sundown, entry to the 16th century fort is strictly forbidden. The limitations are a result of a local legend that claims anyone who has entered the building after dark will never be seen again. According to legend, Guru Balinath, a hermit and sage, cursed the fort after Raja Bhagwant Singh, the Kakwaha monarch of Amber, disobeyed a pledge not to let the fort's shadow to encroach over Nath's meditation area. The most haunted fort in India is what it is known as Heard Island and McDonald Islands, two of the world's most isolated locations, are only accessible by boat, and require 2 weeks of traveling southwest from Perth, Australia. The islands, which are sandwiched between Madagascar and Antarctica, were only found in the middle of the 19th century, and are home to a variety of flora and fauna, in addition to penguins and marine birds. Due to lava flow from Mawson's Peak, the island's volcano, and bad weather, they are off limits to the general public. The Sinhalese tribe has lived on North Sentinel Island, in the Bay of Bengal, for at least 30,000 years. A government law prohibits travel to the island, or approaches closer than 5 nautical miles, about 9.26 kilometers, and the area is guarded by the Indian Navy. The tribe lives in intentional isolation from the rest of the world. The native tribe is reputed to fire arrows at boats that approach their island, and over the previous 20 years, it has killed 3 men who have violated the law by coming any closer. Only 84 people were living on this island, which is located 28.2 kilometers southwest of Kauai, according to the 2020 U.S. Census. It was dubbed the Forbidden Island, and purchased by Scottish farmer and plantation owner Elizabeth Sinclair in 1864 for $10,000 from the Kingdom of Hawaii. Access is restricted to the Robinson family, who are the present proprietors, government authorities, and the U.S. Navy, which has a tiny unmanned station there. Captain James Cook described the island as treeless in 1778. As a result of the Robinson family's conservation efforts, the island is today recognized as a crucial habitat for many Hawaiian species.